Okay, we are live. Hi. I am quite tired, but I figured I would come back and do just a short evening stream tonight. Probably just work on a couple of experiments, see if I can clean up a few small things, and then yeah, we'll call it a night early. That is the plan. Okay. So, first of all, let me just change this. $48. Just do a couple quick things on this, and then the main thing I want to fix is the grid environment. Main thing is the grid environment. Okay, that doesn't work at all, so we'll just leave it as it was like this before. Try grid again. Just have to go back a few commits. Okay, so this is how I 8192. Problem is I'm pretty sure that this thing just like crashes, right? I think you need at least 1024. Wait, you should need at least 1024 M's, right? You know, this works. Okay, so this does run. And this gives you max size. And then do we just plateau at 0.2? Is that what happens? $600K. It's kind of slow as well. Oh, I guess it's because the low batch size. Yeah. But this is not learning anywhere near as quickly as this. I guess I could do like this kind of a thing. And I could see if this is better or not. I think this fails though, right? Oh no, that runs. Not much slower either. So the tricky thing here, right, is I don't know if I broke training or the env. The easiest thing to do would be to go get the old env files, I guess. Unless this just runs, but I doubt it. Yeah, I think the easiest thing to do is going to be to go get the old env files, test versus those, and then see from there because this definitely doesn't work. Okay. I don't know how that happens where I just randomly delete stuff. Weird hotkey. No attribute. How the hell did this happen? What? I thought... This is SciGrid. I guess we just do this. Max size. Max map size. Yeah. Seed. Dude. Heck is wrong with this? Difficulties. Huh? Oh. Uh, I see. Let's hope that works. That doesn't seem to work, does it? But this is also not the version I was using. Do I just go to the first version before I did all this stuff? Damn it. Total mess. Can I just use this? I thought I did this more... I didn't do this 5 months ago, right? Yeah, no, I didn't do this 5 months ago. Okay, so it's this one, I guess. Septad seed. Okay, so this doesn't train either, it seems to me. And I have, yeah, all the same hypers. Now, I mean, stuff is different since I did this. If I just delete the param that I don't think makes sense, I should probably let this run a little longer to be sure, though. Pretty damn sure, though, that I had it working way quicker than this when it was working. The BPT horizon's definitely wrong. It's 256 horizon would be. What do I think the odds are it's the horizon? This is probably crashing, right? No? Oh, because you're editing the wrong file, moron. Okay. Are you on a desktop or is this a laptop? This is definitely a desktop. I have two very nice desktops next to me and another 8 out in the garage. Okay, that at least does something. So we'll let this train and we'll see. That'd be funny if it were literally just the horizon that I messed up. I would have better lighting here as well, but I'm kind of sick of staring at this ring light late at night. This freaking white themed dashboard is bad enough as is. Okay, so this is where it was. So now I try this on the new version of the env and I see if they match. I'm gonna let this run a little though, at least run a little longer. That's the play. And then if this works, I'll be pretty confident that the new experience buffer is good. Yeah, Kishan, we have a little write-up on the hardware for this as well. Right here. Puffer stack. Okay, 76, 79. This gets like 80%-ish in 63 mil. That's pretty good. So then for grid, I just remove this. And then I try this on grid and I see if this works. Okay, well this will be a relief if this is all I had to fix. And then I get to just, I guess it's 8:24, so I'll just spend like half an hour ablating out what actually matters with this grid environment. We'll have a decent baseline. And then I'll be able to do the new curriculum learning stuff on this just fine. I mean, it makes sense. It really should work. We made so many improvements in the last 2 weeks. Close enough. It does eventually get better, right? 0.8. Yeah, there it goes. Perfect. Let's see if batch and mini batch mattered. Oh, that's unbearably slow. We're not doing that one. We'll change more things than I probably should. Against my better judgment. No, that's unbearably slow as well. So we'll keep this one. What if we just keep this? Bigger batch. Try this next. Speed's not bad. Oh yeah, I forgot this is. Okay, these are all the same speed. So this didn't help. It doesn't seem like it hurt too badly, but it's not great. Yeah, it's not great. Okay, so let's do... If we're gonna 4x the batch size like that, we should 4x the ends and see if that helps, because at least that goes faster maybe. Yeah, there you go. That's at least faster now. So if we do this in wall clock, we might actually win. It's not bad. Why is offline RL all the rage nowadays? Because people gave up on online because they couldn't figure it out. We're still doing online. Offline only works if you have a data set. It's also a misnomer. A better name for offline RL would be supervised learning. It's not really RL. The entire point and the entire difficulty of RL is that you are learning interactively from an ever-changing environment. Offline is not that. Hey, welcome. So yeah, we're not really doing offline at the moment because there's no point. It's just easy. And that's not to say we won't mix in data if we have it. It's just the thing is we don't really need to study it because it's just easy. It's just imitation learning. Okay, so this works. What I'm doing here, by the way, so this is the maze environment. I can show it real quick. Why don't I just show it? So this is our maze environment. Looks like this. Just you make different size mazes. You have to solve the maze. You only get a reward for solving the entire maze. So it's very, very sparse. It's pretty much a pure exploration task. And we use this for research on, as you'd imagine, exploration, but also curriculum learning. Because you can like make maps that are smaller and maps that are larger, and you can like learn the smaller maps first and stuff like that. So I'm currently trying to make sure that this is in good shape because we have active research that depends on this env. And this one's actually a little tricky infrastructure-wise. But yeah, there you go. Oh, I bet I know why it got slower as well. Yeah, I know how to fix that. Okay. I do want to try... Try this. See if that works. Active research with mazes involves scaling laws. No, that's something quite separate. That is something that we probably should be doing at some point. But, the scaling laws thing is more like predict results of from small experiment on env of large experiment on env. We kind of just try to solve a lot of different m's with the same methods for the most part. There's definitely a place for scaling law research. We don't do a ton of stuff with that right now. We do get predictably better results though with larger models on at least one of the bigger m's, neural MMO3. Okay, if this just stopped working, that will be very interesting to know. I wonder which parameter it was that mattered. Huh. That just totally broke it, huh? Okay, let's try these one at a time. I mean, pretty much not all of our research, but most of our research happens right here on stream. Obviously, we have other collaborators doing other stuff, and not everybody streams everything, but I pretty much stream all of my work. Tomorrow is probably going to be a deep dive into model-based RL, potentially. At least I'm going to start doing that in the morning, and we're going to see how it goes. I don't really want to like rip out PPO and put in a whole nother algorithm. I kind of just want like a model-based OGS objective that I can use. Hey, Bet, what do you mean finally streaming? I've been streaming like various chunks of the whole day. Model-based RL's hard? No, people are just bad at it. It's not really like... If anything, it should be easier. Because you burn stupid amounts of compute on relatively simple problems. I mean, we had this paper. It is literally skill issue. Here, let me show you this. So Dreamer v3 made it into, Dreamer v3 recently made it to Nature. NeurIPS. Well, here's our NeurIPS paper showing that half of it's wrong. All the, like, the paper itself works, but all the tricks they said are the reason it works. The tricks all suck. So, yeah, it's literally just people are bad. It's mostly just nobody taking the time to do engineering correctly, really. It's like a bunch of scientists without proper engineering support who don't really know how to code properly themselves. Interesting that this actually made a difference here. It's a big difference. Oh, hang on. There's a time axis. Okay, so still worse. We believe that Dreamer does work, just not for the reason stated. Like, the thing is that they kind of gloss over the fact that Dreamer v3 is a 10 times larger model than Dreamer v2. So they train a 10x larger model, and then they say, oh, look, we came up with all these clever tricks. When it seems like really the most important thing is the fact that they trained a 10x larger model. And then maybe a few small things like layer norm actually help them train the bigger model. I don't know. It was very, very weird, I will say. Okay, so it's interesting that the hyperparameters here actually do seem to make a difference. The higher entropy actually hurts. Like, really? Hurts a little bit. But we have this one, this one. The fuck did they not do ablations? Well, the thing is they did ablations, right? But they did add one, drop one. The thing is they used reinforce instead of using a reasonable algorithm. And then because they didn't use a reasonable algorithm, they had to come up with all these hacky tricks that just kind of do what PPO does but worse. So, and the thing is if this is a well-known DeepMind researcher doing this, right? That the average random PhD student doing RL is putting out way worse crap. Yeah, RL is not impossible. It's just people were really, really bad. Nobody bothered to put in the engineering. RL takes way more engineering to do well than any other area of ML, other than large scale, the people who actually scale training of LLMs, those engineers, not the researchers who don't touch that. Yeah, and nobody did the engineering. So all we are doing that makes us able to do this, we're just doing the engineering. And that's all we're doing. With this learning rate. These params actually seem to matter, which is surprising. About learning rate. Learning rate was tuned with Atom, right? Surely this is better. I mean, to their credit, right? I'm probably going to be looking at Dreamer v3 as a reference tomorrow, but not for those components, not for any of those tricks, just for the core world model setup, and whether it's actually compatible and useful with what we want. Okay, so this is interesting. The hypers actually seem to matter here. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the hypers matter here because update epochs is set way too high. If update epochs is set to 4, then this is off policy, right? Hang on. What if we just do this? 1. What happens? The ablations that I'm kind of just like sleepily hacking out right now, each of these runs would be like 2 hours plus if we were using conventional environments and infrastructure. So like, there's just a very large difference in the speed with which we can do things. Okay, that's a respectable speed, see? Now we're at 1.5 million steps per second. We change value to relative time. That's nice. So then we'll redo the parameter ablations with this, because now we're no longer so off policy, provided that this actually does decently. This seems good. Yeah, this is decent so far. Kind of fell off like a little bit. But also like the learning rate kind of dropped. What happens if we do this? This is better or worse now? Check both of these. Hmm. It actually is worse, isn't it? Crazy that makes a difference. Two. What if I do this? Client. What do you mean, bat? Oh, did you see? You should check my latest commit because I changed the logs and everything. It's just an unused variable. That shouldn't break compile, it's just a warning. It does. I'll look at it at some point, but it's... Do I need to, like... If you link it to me, I'll go tell you what's wrong. I changed... So all of the m's now have a perf variable, which is a normalized single metric that goes from 0 to 1. I did that today. I left, I didn't do any new bindings though, like I didn't do new bindings.c. I left that for you to finish. It's just it's single metric that is relevant to the env. It's 0 to 1 normalized. The point is that you can put all the m's on the same graph. This does substantially worse as well, doesn't it? Okay. So if this does substantially worse, so except for so I was going to call it normalized score, except for the fact that not all the m's have a score that makes sense. So in some it's like normalized, some of them it's win rate, some of them it's a score. It's normalized whichever metric the m has. No, because not all the m's have a completion condition. So I intentionally named it something else so you wouldn't assume it's just like, one variable or another. Okay, this is actually something. Yeah, this is actually something. I'm just fiddling with this so that, like, we have something to go off of for our curriculum learning work. Learning rate was 0006 or something. 025, so crazy high learning rate by comparison. Let's see what this does. Oh, wait, hang on. Wrong file. There. I'm gonna send Aaron one of these runs and he's gonna be like, what the hell, dude? That takes me an hour to do. It's like, yeah, well, it trains in 2 minutes now. Did you know that PufferLib is fast? Fast as possible puffer. Puffer. I'm interested to see here, because this learning rate, 0004. Yeah, so it seems like the harder M's need like lower learn rates. Make sure this doesn't take off or some bullshit. Oh, you know, we could try a layer norm. That's so stupid. Is this better? Oh yeah, it is. So learning rate does actually need tuning. What did I do? It was 001, 025. So we'll try 05 next. Honestly, solid. I don't know why I'm manually tuning shit right now. I'm just trying to like smash the baseline on this and give Aaron something to look at. I think this is too high potentially. Yeah, it's too high. We can do 2-5 like this. And then that's going to be the last tune. Oh, there. That's interesting. Quite good, actually. Okay, we'll keep this. And then gamma's already. I'm gonna try 0.99. How funny is it gonna be if I like mostly solve this task? We've been trying to solve this for a while. We can solve it with hyperparameter tuning and the new advantage stuff. "20 minutes more max on this. I'm going to bed." Is this actually like worse? You gotta be kidding me. This is actually worse. You give it like still going up pretty steep. 9.9 gamma. So you're telling me if I put 999 gamma, it's better, huh? Is that how it works? Yeah, and because I know the math is why I'm surprised. Because 0.995 gamma is a very long horizon. You do realize, though, that, like, learning over that is be okay, so it's pretty close. Right, it actually catches up pretty well. But I will go the other way. We'll see 999 gamma. I like the shape of the green curve. Purple curve, best curve. You don't want it round. Round means level. I want a log. You want log linear always. Okay, thankfully, there appears to be sanity. Though I'm going to let it run because it's only a minute and it seems like there is a bit of steepness to it. I mean, it's still kind of linear. It's still kind of linear. Yeah. Okay, there it goes. Yep. Original hypers for these are good. Low entropy is kind of weird. Let's try layer norm. Did that make it not learn anything? Something seems very off about that. Hang on. Oh, it just doesn't learn? Okay. Is it learning right now? It's too... Oh, you know what it is? It's that I'm really dumb. It's that I'm really, really stupid. And I forgot to uncomment the thingy, and now it probably murks everything. Because I hate layer norm, and layer norm hates me. Does this still not work? Really? The one good thing about X is that when it has all this stupid content, occasionally it has seals. And that's pretty good. There's even an entire part of X devoted to seals. Isn't that lovely? Are there any more of them? There are no more seals on the timeline. I'm stuck watching the graphs, it seems. This thing had a crash. Oh no, it's just maybe we have to go back to steps for this. It's including the compile in it. Oh, 0.9. Cool. We're just solving shit now, I guess. Oh, there are more seals I have found. This one is good. Eh. Alright, I guess we just solve everything tonight, huh? I think this is good enough to call 98%. Yeah. This no longer exists. We get rid of this. I should probably just run Neural MMO3 as is on the new version, to be honest. It's funny as hell. You gonna be like, what? Huh. Well, mine's still better. Mine's still better. No LP? This is our latest experiment. It was quite good. Well, apparently there have been a lot of changes. No CUDA GPUs available. Reboot container. I don't know how it got faster. That seems weird. That it would get faster. But whatever, we will see if it works. I don't think it's actually faster. I think it's a reporting error, but whatever. Okay, we'll see whether that does anything. Did I log to Neptune there? No, I didn't, like a dummy. There we go. Cool. We have an extra box, don't we? We have some boxes. I always keep a couple for myself just so I have them. So I can run my own stuff on my own boxes. I don't load them 100%, but it's better that I have them when I need them. We have, yeah, here we are. What happened to this? Filters. I'm still marching along. Doing fine. It's layer norm. Not magic, but does give you a little bit of perf, it looks like. Makes you learn a lot faster at the start as well. So that is something. Okay, this is cool. This already does something, right? That's fine. So we'll let these be for now. Seems good to me. And we have stuff nicely queued up for tomorrow. We will run new ablations. We will run lots of new stuff tomorrow. 9:30. Good time to call it. Get some sleep. Trying to put in a full day tomorrow. So for the couple folks here, thanks for tuning in. More stream tomorrow. Should be some pretty cool algorithm dev. All my stuff's at puffer.ai. It's all open source. If you want to come support me for free, start the GitHub. Almost at 2K. You can join the Discord to get involved with open source dev. You can follow me on X for more RL content. We are currently at 1948. 2 more before it should round to 2K. So thank you, and yeah, I'll merge that